Well, he and his wife are often called a power couple here in Baltimore City. We'll talk to Nick Mosby about why he decided to drop out of the mayor's race here in town. And early voting going on in the state, but it's been anything but smooth sailing in parts of Baltimore City. What officials say is causing some longer lines. Welcome to 11 TV Hill, everyone. I'm Jason Newton, and Commitment 2016 once again in the news as we're just 9 days away from primary day. And perhaps the biggest political announcement this week came from City Councilman Nick Mosby. Announced on Wednesday that he's suspending his campaign and will now throw his support behind State Senator Catherine Pugh. Nick joins me now in studio to talk about that big decision. Thanks for coming back, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Tell me a little bit about this week. You had a debate, you had appointments and appearances, and then the big announcement.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the change from Monday to Friday.
Yeah, well, you know, I entered this race, Jason, not for me, but really for the city of Baltimore. Wanted to provide a better trajectory to the generations behind us, wanted to pass a better Baltimore on to our children's children. And I just felt like at this time, it really wasn't my time. When we saw the poll numbers, when we looked at resources, I really felt like we weren't going into election day in the right shape to do that. So that's why I decided to ultimately pull out and, you know, get behind someone because, again, I wanted to, you know, put my city in the right path. And I felt like that individual, I felt like, you know, Senator Pugh was the person who could unite the city. So that's why I did it.
A lot of doors open now. I know because your poly background, you're an engineer.
Yeah.
I also know of your politics. Either one more appealing to you right now as you look forward, or is it too early to tell?
So, I mean, public service has always been at the heart of who I am. You know, I was very open about my upbringing. My mother growing up in a 3-bedroom house with 6 women sharing a bedroom with my mother and my sister, you know, to the 8th grade, watching her go to work 4:30 in the morning, put food on our table and provide me with this opportunity. Yeah. But she always was focused on our community, focused on better in the city, and that is just burning inside of me. So, you know, I'm going to be as active as I was prior to being on the city council, while I'm on the city council, and now in December, once I'm off the city council, in ensuring that we have a better Baltimore. That's why we moved in the heart of West Baltimore. That's why we purchased an abandoned house, and, you know, it's my commitment to seeing a better city.
Now that, at least as far as the race goes, you're on the outside looking in. Describe this race to me and why so many people, especially when the perception is so down nationally, I would say, of our city. Why did so many people decide to jump into the mayor's race? Is it because of that perception?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think there's a lot of energy. Look, when I jumped in the race, the one thing we really focused on was trying to drive substance in this discussion. Yeah. So we developed a comprehensive plan. We're the first to come out with that. No longer will mayoral races be cleaner streets, better schools, safer communities. Yeah. But, you know, what does that really mean? How do we go after those systemic challenges? And I think now we have a pool of folks that are really and aggressively going after it. And I think it's good for the city. I think it's good to energize folks and really do away with the apathy that unfortunately we've had in several past mayoral elections.
Talk me through these officer trials now. This is a lot of your constituents watching it closely. How do you get through the next few months and into next year?
Well, I think it's all about growing awareness, allowing folks to understand and know the process, ensuring that there's full transparency in the process. You know, many times when we deal with communities, and I've seen this, you know, basically managing maybe one of the toughest districts in the entire city, folks just really want to understand and know what's going on and being a part of the process. And when you're allowing that full transparency, when you're allowing folks to be engaged in the process, the outcomes are so much greater. And I think that's one thing that we've learned and taken away specifically from the unrest last year, and we have to continue to build on that as a city.
All right, sir, we're watching.
All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate your time. Stick around 1 second. Nick Mosby isn't the only one to throw his support behind Catherine Pugh. Former NAACP National President Ben Jealous, along with several city leaders, gathered in front of City Hall on Wednesday to endorse Pugh, citing her background and experience both in the city council and the state legislature as well.
Young people are thirsty to see something different. A year after the uprising, we want to know, will somebody rise up for us, for jobs and for education and economic opportunities, not just down at Light and Pratt Street, but beyond North Avenue. And we believe solely that Catherine Pugh will be the best one to deliver that for the citizens of Baltimore.
And during that press conference, the group also announced its endorsement of Congresswoman Donna Edwards for U.S. Senate. Also, Pugh leading in the polls right now. The latest Baltimore Sun University of Baltimore poll shows State Senator Catherine Pugh leading former Mayor Sheila Dixon 31 to 25%. Well, early voting right now underway here in Maryland, and so far the turnout's been brisk, but not without problems. Kate Amaro reports several factors are contributing to some longer lines out there at many locations, especially in Baltimore City.
This is ridiculous.
It's bedlam.
Some of the tamer adjectives we heard on this day. The first day of early voting in Baltimore City, a day when massive voter interest collided with historic elections changes, creating the perfect storm at this early voting site and others.
I came to early vote. It's not possible. I got inside, there are tremendous lines. A lot of people are leaving. They're just leaving.
Part of this problem is a pretty good one to have. High turnout ramped up by a hotly contested mayoral race, voter registration drives,
Early voting is important for a couple reasons.
and a calendar change. The city primary finally lines up with the presidential this year.
This is the first time, and it really is an inordinate amount of people coming out at this time. And then we went and changed the rules, and we went to paper ballot. And it's very confusing, and it's really causing lines.
Lines also attributed to a new addition, same-day registration at early voting sites. But it's mostly the paper ballots gumming up the works, according to elections officials, haven't been used in the city since the 40s, brand new to judges and voters.
I'm not going to sit for an hour. No. I want to vote and go home. What do you think? I'm 82 years old. You must be crazy. And I'm not standing in that line. I'm not doing it.
City Elections Chief Armstead Jones told us that he spent day one going from site to site to help work out the kinks and speed up the process, and he said that it worked. He also said his office will be adding personnel to each early voting location for at least the next several days. He said turnout on day one was so high, he's predicting ultimate turnout for the primary this year will be up 300% or more from the last time we had a mayoral primary. For 11 TV Hill, I'm Kate Amara.
Okay, thanks. And a reminder, early voting in Maryland runs until April the 21st. The primary elections on the 26th. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m.